And a good day to you all. Today we have a video from a self-professed psychologist, a published psychologist no less, who states that if you do not allow minor children to have puberty blockers, you are transphobic. This psychologist goes under the name Fairypuss on TikTok. She claims that there's absolutely no downside to putting a child on puberty blockers. Like most of the people making these claims, she leaves out that the four main puberty blockers used are the exact same drugs that are used for chemical castration. That would seem to be a pretty important thing to mention, would it not? What are the chances that that information is divulged to the parents being coerced into transitioning the minor child? I would think pretty low.
Not allowing a child to use puberty blockers is simply just transphobic. It just is what it is. Puberty blockers just allows a child to kind of freeze, allows their look to freeze, to stay in place. It gives them more time, essentially, to decide whether they want to go further with any medical transition. At any point while using puberty blockers, a child can stop and essentially just have the natural puberty that they would have, but a few years later. But a lot of people evolve differently as far as puberty. You know, it seems like some people don't hit puberty until they get in their 20s. And puberty blockers will essentially allow a gender variant child the opportunity to wait until they get older to go through a puberty. It's no big deal. Puberty blockers don't cause breast development. Puberty blockers don't affect anybody's voice. They'll essentially stay in that childlike look, their own childlike look, for a little longer. Then if you don't let your child go on puberty blockers, then you'd be embarrassed. Little trans girl sounded like Caitlyn Jenner. Be scared to take the child in public, want to pretend that she's deaf. Got the little trans boy out here clocky. Don't nobody want to be clocky. Ain't nobody trying to be clocky because we got to deal with so much bullshit in this superficial society and being clocky. Or pretend that the trans child don't exist. I've seen a lot of that in my work. But you ain't doing yourself no favors, you ain't doing the child no favors, and you're not changing their mind. By not letting a child go on puberty blockers, somebody who is trans and will transition, by not letting them go on puberty blockers, you're essentially just making it harder for them to transition. They're going to likely end up getting more plastic surgery or being more insecure with the way that they look as an adult. What's the point of that? Give your trans child the best opportunity at life as possible. Puberty blockers help to offer that. It's not a big deal. It's really not.